Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and this is going to be a little bit off topic, but I've had so many people ask me in the last few days or this week that I thought I would address it because a lot of other YouTubers are talking about it, so my people are asking about it. And people are asking me, how has the new YouTube policy affected me? Am I getting videos unmonetized? Have I had problems? No, and I'll talk a minute about some of the more controversial channels that I watch and like, because I do watch a few YouTube channels. I actually don't watch fitness YouTube. That might shock a lot of you. I find it boring because mainly, I'm sorry, but I've been in this game long enough that someone who probably doesn't have a PhD in the field or 20 years of coaching experience isn't going to teach me anything new. So I would only be watching fitness videos to see if they talk about me, my channel, or something of that nature, something important that someone has directed me to. I don't really watch them. They'd be in for entertainment, and I can find things more entertaining than fitness. Fitness is generally an informative niche. But yeah, let me get into my places then and talk a little bit more about this. Have I had any videos affected? Yes, but not very many. On my two channels, obviously I'm going to get more controversial ones on my smaller channel because I discuss politics on my firearm channel, and I'm very right-wing. So, and I try to keep that off of this channel for the most part these days because I have an international audience, and I respect that fact that not everyone's going to agree with me and they don't want to hear it, and that's okay. That's your right to not hear it. I respect that right. But the only videos I've had trouble with on this channel have been the Gear Talk videos, and what I found, I did get to get them reinstated. A couple of them went under review, and I went through their little process to have them reviewed, and they turned the monetization back on. So I didn't have any problems, and what I found was that when I started putting for educational purposes in the title, and I make it clear at the start of the video that I'm not endorsing illegal activity, illegal drug use, anything like that, that I want people to do this stuff under the care of a doctor and work with a medical doctor and take care of their health. They stopped going under review. I've had no issues since then. It's not really a problem because that pretty much makes them non-controversial for YouTube's purposes. My firearm channel, I had several go under review, about 6 or 7. All but 2 of them, I just hit the button and said, no, I want you to review it, and I think that this is monetizable. I don't think it's controversial. And like 5 out of the 7, they just remonetized. The 2 they didn't. I had one talking about Omar Mateen, the Orlando shooter. I talked about him in detail a bit. That one didn't get remonetized. And the one where I blamed the Obama administration for creating ISIS, for being financially responsible for it, that one didn't get remonetized either. So I think I've lost a total of 2 videos that, and I think I've got about 280 on that channel. But yeah, 2 videos that didn't get remonetized. And I think all the ones I had here, I think I got all of them remonetized, the gear related ones. I just had to wait like 3 or 4 days for it to happen. So it hasn't been a big issue, and I've noticed they do send me an email when it happens. But I don't really run that controversial of a channel, and I guess you guys don't really look at other parts of YouTube for people who are worried and thinking I'm really controversial. I'm really not. But you know what the thing is, guys? When we talk about freedom of speech, I've made multiple videos on what freedom of speech is. Private corporations have no legal requirement to honor your freedom of speech on their platform. They don't have to allow you to use their platform and for you to make money on something that they don't like. And that's unfortunate for those of us who want to speak freely, but there's no legal requirement for that. As long as they're not putting you in jail or the government's not arresting you or silencing you directly from saying it, that doesn't infringe your free speech. That's property rights. That's a business's right to not have you do what they want. Just like a business can, if you come over on their private property and want to hold up a KKK sign or a Black Lives Matter sign or a Bob Marley sign with a weed leaf on it, they have the right to kick you off their property for it. And for you to say you're not going to advertise that on our property or on our business, they're not infringing your free speech. That's their right as a business owner and a property owner. They can do whatever they want. But I have to wonder if people don't see what else is out there on YouTube. I mean, one, you guys are all going to know the Ass Hodge Twins channel. That's going to be controversial. They cover all sorts of stuff, from letters from people about having incestuous relationships, to talking about busted nuts and sugar walls, and it's all sexually explicit content, though it's nothing visual. it's all being spoken. That's controversial. That's the sort of stuff they're probably going to have potential problems. I don't know. Maybe they'll put a video out saying if they did or not. They're going to have some problems. Maybe some of the conspiracy channels will have problems, but anything with a lot of sex in it, anything with people talking a lot about using illegal drugs, how to use them, advocating their use, they're going to have problems. People doing certain types of harassment sites set up purely to harass or humiliate certain people will eventually have problems. They do seem to be really slow on responding to that in general. YouTube does, but if you guys see sites that are doing that, channels that are doing that, you do have the ability to report them as purely harassment, cyberbullying channels. You're allowed to do that as viewers also, just to kind of get YouTube's attention to it, and they'll eventually delete those channels. But yeah, the other, as far as the monetization goes, a channel that I watch, I'm not going to go into what all they do there, but there's a channel I watch and I can see having problems with some of their videos, a channel called Tactical Shit, because I mostly watch firearm stuff on YouTube. I don't really watch, I would say that's 70% of what I watch, and the other 30% maybe music videos. It might be half and half. I like music videos on here, so I watch a lot of Vivo and music videos, and the other stuff I watch is firearm related, because that's my other passion. But Tactical Shit is a channel that I like, and they were a big part of, I think, sponsoring and were part of the recent movie Range 15 that just came out this last week. But they were involved in that project. But yeah, they do some stuff that I can see definitely being considered offensive to a specific religion. So yeah, I could see them getting into trouble for that if people reported, or at least have those videos unmonetized, some of their videos. So that's one I could see having trouble also, just like Ask Hodge Twins. Maybe some of the really extreme political channels or conspiracy theory channels that really go out there and start accusing leaders of doing certain things, just like my video accusing Obama. And I felt there was evidence for it, of his administration creating ISIS and all that, got mine unmonetized. I can see a lot of the conspiracy ones. Maybe Alex Jones might have some trouble. Channels like that. But yeah, I mean, people are asking what I think about it. I don't like the fact that people are going to be censored to some extent, because a lot of people's livelihoods depend on this. I mean, for many people, YouTube is their full-time job. A lot of people it is, and a lot of people make a lot of money doing it. So some of that, for the more controversial channels, it kind of sucks for them. But YouTube is a private business owned by Google. Google's a private business. They do have certain rights to regulate what they want to pay people for, what they want to run advertisements on. Maybe they feel it's in their best business interest for their profits, and at the end of the day, as a business, they're going to have a right to do that. It is what it is, even if it's unfortunate, and it might drive certain types of channels away from YouTube and change the type of content we see. But I'm really hoping it will get rid of some of the stupid harassment and trolling idiotic channels that are out there that are dedicated 100% to trolling or harassing various other YouTubers and individuals, because there's dozens, if not hundreds or thousands of those. Hopefully it clears a lot of those out, because they're just moronic. But as far as a lot of the others, it's just unfortunate, but it's within their rights. And no, I haven't been hit hard. I think I've had a total of 2 videos that have been unmonetized. And not a big deal. I didn't like the fact that one of them, it was my political opinion. But you know what? If YouTube doesn't want you to badmouth Obama while he's president, I guess that's their right to say, well, you can leave the video up, because they didn't pull the video. I guess it's their right to say, well, we're not going to let commercials run on it. People, you can still say what you want to say. We're just not going to run commercials and let you, make $5 on this video. Because my smaller channel doesn't, I don't make like hundreds of dollars off of single videos and stuff, like some of the videos I do here. But yeah, it just is what it is. I don't have that strong of an opinion on it, because it's a private business, and no, it hasn't affected me very much at all. And that's really all I have to say on that today, guys. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.